boys, finally back with a video in which I'm going to break down the trades that I took in this week, right? So yeah, let's just get started. So on the daily chart, before the market open, right? This is the Monday candle, right? Before the market open, the daily chart was looking like this, right? We had the previous week just absolutely going bullish. I love these consecutive bullish candles. We took out that high, right? And then just two candles are coming down, and this candle, right? I wanted to see Monday to manipulate down and then should go bullish. We should just go bullish for whole day, for whole week actually, right? So before the market open, the daily candle was looking like this. Then I just went on the 1 hour chart. What I looked for 1 hour chart was we have taken out the liquidity, right? At least, yeah, we have this as the daily liquidity, right? We have taken out this liquidity. We manipulated down. The Monday manipulated down. My weekly bias was on the time was bullish, right? I was expecting from the market to go bullish for whole week, and then we had this change in state of delivery, right? We have this audible log, and then this 9 a.m. candle, right? I love this candle. I love the way how it is just going bullish in order to take out these highs, right? So yeah, let's just now go to the 15-minute chart. On the 15-minute chart, what do we have is we have the fair value gap supporting price bullish, right? We have this fair value gap. We have this fair value gap. I love the fair value gap. Those who are just respecting the market rate, this fair value gap, and also this tiny little fair value gap, right? The order flow drill entry from this, maybe, let's see, not actually. So now let's just go to the 5-minute chart. This is from where I just bought, right? I was just looking for the buying. So as you guys know that I trade the new 4-hour candle, which is the 10 a.m. solo bullet. But before I trade, I look from the market to retrace a little bit in which I can place the stop loss, right? If I'm just entering from this without any retracement, the SL is going to be very big, right, at this low. So that is the reason why I want from the market to retrace a little bit into the fair value gap or create a proper swing, then I can enter. So in this case, the market has retraced down, right, into the fair value gap. We have the CST. This is from where I personally entered, right? So yeah, let's see what the market is going to do. The SL was at the low, and then we were just targeting to our, okay, sorry for that. Sorry, this is the tool. I took the trade from there. SL was at the low, right? Actually at the low, and I was just targeting to our, right? And there we go. Let's see what the market is doing. Okay, we tagged in, right? We tagged in, and then consecutive 3 candles are just going bullish. I love the delivery. Okay, very close to the take profit. Let's see. Consolidating. Okay, we just returned back, right, into the discounted. If we just mark out the premium and discount area from this low to this high, the market retraced back into the discount level, and then I think it should go bullish. Let's see. Okay, again returning back, and there we go. The market was very slow, but we finally had the take profit. This was the trade 1 that I took on the Monday, right? Now let's go and understand the trade 2, the trade of the Tuesday that I took with my free Discord community. I take every trade with my free Discord community, right? Okay, going on the Tuesday price section, right? Before the market open, the daily candle was looking like this, right? It just took out the previous candle high. Let me just actually make this, right? We took the Tuesday took the previous candle high, right? And then we had these lows to target, right? So now let's go to the 4-hour chart and see what the price has done. Okay, so the market has taken out the previous high here, right? We have the high here, manipulated higher, and then reversing back in order to take out these drawn liquidities, right? Right, okay. So now we just have to go on the 1-hour chart, right? This is how I analyze the market. If the price is bearish, I'm going to sell, right? I do not need SMTs, propulsion blocks, auto blocks. This is bullish, right? I just wait for the price to just be comfortable like it should move how it wants to move, right? And if the price is bearish, I'm going to go with bearish trend, right? Now let's go to the 15-minute chart. Look at these two consecutive bearish candles are coming down, right? And as I sometimes I use the 4-hour profiling, right? We have taken out the high. This is the candle 2 that just returning back into the Fibonacci gap, but overall the bias was bearish, right? That is why I wanted from the market to go down, right? So I was just expecting from the next 4-hour candle to manipulate a little bit bullish and then should continue going down, right? Now let's go to the 5-minute chart. On the 5-minute chart, we have the 955. Let's see. Okay, let's just go to the 3-minute chart. We haven't filled out the Fibonacci gap yet. Let's just now go to the 5-minute chart again. Okay. So as we failed to reach out that high, right? And this is the manipulation, right? This is the bullish candle of the manipulation of the 4-hour new candle, right? So what I looked for is a sweep of that order block, right? The market has just taken out the liquidity of that order block, and then once I got the CSD, right, from there, I take the CSDs from the VIX, right? Most of the traders are just taking the CSD from the bodies, but I do also count VIX too, right? So I just took the trade from here. SL was little bit above the Fibonacci gap because we consolidated, so I had some reasons for the price to, it can reverse back into 15-minute Fibonacci gap for manipulating, and then it can go down, right? Then I just targeted 2RR. There we go. I do not wait for the candle closing, right? I just take the trade once the price hits this, right? Let's see now. Look at this. I knew this. The market can go bullish. That is why I usually move the SL above that high. But in this case, I moved SL above the Fibonacci gap of the 15-minute, right? It was right there maybe. Let's see now what's happening. Okay. Look. We have the sweep of that high, right? The market was overall bearish, right? This is the 4-hour manipulation, right? In order to continue going down, the 4-hour candle should manipulate first for taking out some liquidities, because most of the traders are selling and the ASL of those traders is placing above that high, right? That is the reason why I placed my order above the 15-minute Fibonacci gap. Let's see now. And there we go. Look at this. It was little bit slow price action, but we finally hit the take profit. So this was the trade of the Tuesday. Now let's go and understand the trade of the Wednesday. I also take every trades inside the free Discord community, right? Every trade is taken inside the free Discord community. Okay, so on the Wednesday, before the market open, the price was just retracing into this 4-hour Fibonacci gap, just went into that, and this is the candle of the 6 a.m. right? I love this delivery for going down, right? We just have the another 4-hour candle which will be going to take out this high, this low. So yeah, this was my drawn liquidity, but as I target 2RR, so it doesn't matter for me if the drawn liquidity is very near or very much away from my target, right? I just only going to target 2RR, which is perfect for my psychology, right? Now let's just go to the 15-minute chart. On the 15-minute chart, we have the SMT with the ES, right? The ES has taken out this high, but NQ failed, right? And then also we have the 15-minute Fibonacci gap supporting price to go down, right? Now let's go to the 3-minute chart. Right, I told you I do not need a lot of confluences to see where the market wants to go, right? I don't need a lot of confluences. So yeah, let's see. We retraced back, right? The 10 AM open, the manipulated bullish. Let's see now if we get the entry model. Okay, we just consolidated again. Let's see. Okay, so if you notice here, we have the fair value gap. I told you I wait for the price to create the fair value gap, retrace into that, and then after the CST of that the candle, I take the trade, right? I do not wait for the closings. So I took the trade. I take every trade inside the Discord, which is free, right? You can just go to the bio and click the link for joining there, right? So this was the CST for me. I took the trade right from here. The SL was at that high, right? At the can I moved the SL above the fair value gap and at the body of that fair value gap, which created that, right? And I was just targeting 2RR. I told you, no matter what, if the drawn liquidity is very near to me or very much away from me, right? I am only going to trade and target 2RR. Let's see now how the market is playing. Look, we were very close to the SL, but because of this 3-minute fair value gap, also we had the 5-minute fair value gap here. The market went into that and then now reversing back to hit the take profit. Oh, we actually saved 2 times, right? Good for us. Oops, we were very near to the take profit, but the price is reversing back, right? I moved my SL at the break even. Let's see. Yep, we were very close to the break even, but finally the market reversed back and officially hitting our take profit. Yep, this was the trade 3 that we took on the Wednesday. Okay, so on the Thursday, before the market opened, the daily candle was looking like this, right? This is the low that I was targeting, right? This is the low that I was thinking from the market to take out, right? Now let's just go to the 1-hour chart. So on the 1-hour chart, the 9 AM candle just retraced back into the 1-hour fair value gap, right? And obviously we have the drawn liquidity pending, we have the retracement into the fair value gap. This was absolutely good for us to sell, right? Every confirmation is just telling us that the market is going to go bearish. And look at this wick, right? And then I just went to the 5-minute chart. On the 5-minute chart, I was waiting for the fair value gap and the retracement into the fair value gap, and after the CST that I can take the trade. Now let's see what the price doing. No retracement into the fair value gap. Look at this. There is no any retracement. If we go to the 3-minute chart, we have the fair value gap, but as before we give the CST, before the market gave the CST, it has created a lot candles, right? Around 4 candles. So yeah, this CST was not high probable CST for me. So I closed my limit order here and then I waited little more to get a plus setup, right? To get an A plus setup. Okay, we again went bullish, taking out the high. Here we had the 15-minute fair value gap. Look at this. We had the 15-minute fair value gap. We have, right, the 1-hour fair value gap supporting price down, right, sending price down, and then the 15-minute fair value gap should also send price down because we have the drawn liquidity pending still, right? Then I went to the 5-minute chart, not actually the 5, on the 3-minute chart, and waited for the fair value gap and retracement into that. Okay, so look at this. We hit the fair value gap, we went into that, we returned back, creating the 3-minute fair value gap, and then what do we have? We have this low, This is from where I'm going to sell. As I told you, I don't wait for the closings, right? So I just took the trade. SL was at the high and I was just targeting 2RR, right? Strictly 2RR. So let's see. The market tagged in, right? We tagged in. Look at this. From only 2 ticks, and then price reversed big into the fair value gap, right? So yeah, let's see. Again, returning big into the entry, and then now look at this big candle, bro. This was cringe, right? We were stuck in the consolidation, and there we go, the SL ahead. So we took around 4 trades on Nasdaq this week, right? One of them were the losing trade and 3 were the winning trade, right? So yup, bye bye boys. Inshallah, I'm going to create another videos if you love this videos as much as you can. Bye.